Hello, Rule Mithril here once again, and with one last freak out about having a doctor's appointment on Thursday morning, let's get on to our next project. It's time to set off on a new adventure. And, well, the title's a little bit shy. It's alright, come on out. No one's gonna hurt you. Welcome to Zelda II, The Adventure of Link. Released on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, this was a direct sequel to the original Legend of Zelda, though it was very much a departure from the first game, and truth be told, we haven't really seen much like it since then. It's rather unique in that regard. Also, there is a bit of a story to the game, but we're gonna have to wait here on the title screen to actually see it. After Ganon was destroyed, Impa told Link a sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda. She will wake only with the power of number 3 Triforce sealed in a palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded palaces. Link set out on his most adventuresome quest yet. 1987, Nintendo. So with that we have our mission statement. So, let's get right to it. Even though you can just name him whatever you want in Zelda games, I usually just go ahead and call him Link anyway. So, let's go for it. And, yeah, this game has a lives system. So we start here in what I assume is supposed to be Hyrule Castle. Not exactly as grand as it is in later games. And we have the sleeping Princess Zelda. Wake up, Zelda! Wakey, wakey! Breakfast's on the table! Yeah, we're not getting anywhere with that. So you can jump, you can stab, you can duck and stab from there, and if you're at full life, you can also fire sword beams. So, yeah, it's a platformer. At least in part. Welcome to the overworld. There aren't any monsters here to fight, unless you walk off the beaten path. Then you have these quote-unquote random encounters. If you walk into one of the monster icons, or if they catch up to you, then you will indeed have to do some fighting. The blob icon denotes an easier fight. Things here won't be as troublesome for you, but hey, experience is experience because, well, that's in this game too. Yes, this game has an experience system. Gain enough and you can level up one of your stats. Attack, magic, or life. Earlier on, it can actually benefit us to run into a few of these encounters. Enemies can also drop magic jars, which will refill your magic, if you've used any. But, well, we don't have any spells yet. We'll get some later on. I'm wanting to get into the other types of encounters here. So the larger monsters, they'll give you a harder encounter. For example, we have moblins to deal with, and they're quite rude. They don't give you any experience. But if one of them runs into you, they will actually drain some of your experience. Thankfully, your sword beams can take them out. So in this case, the hard encounters, they're not even worth running into. There is one other type of encounter. You can sometimes just find fairies flying around, and it's exactly what you would expect. You'll find a fairy that will heal your life. So here in this cave, we can't really see much, but if you look carefully, you can actually see the monsters moving around on the floor. Or just spam sword beams, that works too. If you're willing to risk it, you can get an early upgrade this way. One thing worth noting is enemies in this game cannot drop life. So this game can be a bit unforgiving, but with that we've gotten enough experience to get our first level. So as you can see, different things cost different amounts of experience as you go up in level. You can actually skip a level up and just keep gaining experience to go for a later upgrade earlier on if you want, but at the end of the day, they all cost the same anyway, so usually I just go with whatever's on hand. So, let's level up our life. you do get whatever remainder of experience you had, in our case, 1 point. But also you might notice, our life meter did not actually increase. It's a bit of a misnomer. Leveling up your life actually is more akin to raising your defense. Attacks will do less damage to you. If you want to expand the meters, you have to find heart containers or magic containers. Though, of course, since we still don't have any spells, that's kinda useless for us right now. But hey, it's there. Figured I may as well grab it early on. It's not like this is a difficult cave to get through. Coming over this way, we find a town. Town of Ruto. Players of later Zelda games will realize that's a bit of a familiar name. So every town has this woman in it. Please let me help you. Come inside. I can restore your life. Well, our life's already full, but it's good to know. There's also this woman. And I did not mean to stab her. Yes, stabbing and talking is the same button. Stop and rest here. I can give you magic. Come back anytime. So yes, she'll restore your magic for you. But again, we don't have any spells yet. I am Error. You, sir, are a meme. I actually forget if there's anything to this guy. It's been a while since I've played Zelda II. Guraya of Tantari stole our trophy. Good to know. Use keys in palaces they are found in. Sound advice. Makes it easier to keep track of where all you need to go. Do not go south without a candle. Also sound advice. The early caves, they're not that bad. Later ones, you're definitely going to want the light. What's in the forest? We have spiders. And moblins. I think I remember these spiders are called dealers. I don't know why, for some reason, that's one of the few enemy names in Zelda 2 that actually just stuck out to me. Point bag, very nice. So yes, that's another way that you can gain experience, is point bags. They're pretty rare, though. Though sometimes you will just find them in the overworld, just kind of set rates for them. Not quite what I meant to say. I mean, you'll just find them like this. Naturally occurring point bags. They only appear once, though, so grab them when you see them. So let's go ahead and level up our magic. This, too, is a bit of a misnomer. It does not increase your magic meter. What it does is make spells cost less points. So yeah, early on, bear with me, I just want some experience points. So there's another town over here. Welcome to Rauru, another familiar name. Return the crystal to the palace in Parappa. You gotta do what? I gotta believe! Da-da-da-da-da-ba. If all else fails, use fire. Well, aren't you a happy little pyro? Okay, I think that's just life restore. There is someone specific I'm looking for in this town. And it would be you. Talk with my father before you leave town. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. But why do you keep all your wise old men in the basement? I'm an old man. In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive. And so we have learned the shield spell. Pretty much what it says on the tin, it raises your defense. And that is going to be very useful. Something to be aware of, though, with spells. They only last as long as you are in one room. As soon as you leave that quote-unquote room, the spell wears off. Get Candle in Parappa Palace. Go west. Very well then. So we have a couple of leads. However, I'm feeling daring. We're gonna do the riskier one first. We really shouldn't be in here, but let's go ahead and use shield. I forget how you do this. There we go. Now, since it's dark, you can't see it. However, when you use the shield spell, you'll actually take on a red color. At least your tunic will. I knew you were up there. You went in a very bad direction for me. But as you can see, that barely did any damage to me. And it probably goes without saying, you don't want to fall in the pits. That's instant death. So now why this is risky, there's a Goriah here. Without the shield spell, he does a lot of damage. Honestly, he does a lot of damage anyway. But with that, we got the trophy. At any rate, that's what they're calling it. Now do be careful going back, because I think the bat comes back. Yeah, there we go. That was almost really bad. We are low on life, though. Now, if a monster encounters you on the road, you don't have to deal with anything. Good for us. I definitely want to recharge my life. So yeah, if you just hit the button again, you immediately skip through text. It doesn't just make it go faster, it outright skips it. You saved the trophy. Come see my uncle. So, down to the basement. With this, you can jump very high. And so we get the jump spell. A rather pricey one comparatively. So yes, to use spells you have to go into the menu, select the spell you want to use, and then hit the select button once you're back off of that menu. So anyway, mission statement for this particular playthrough. I'm not going for no damage, obviously. The Goriah pretty solidly ended that one. What I am going for is no deaths. Now, that does not mean that I am not going to die at all during this playthrough. Oh, fairies. And they flew into the mountains so I couldn't get them. Tee-hee, say the fairies. But yes, if something kills me, I'll probably save it for outtake reels or something. but basically I'm going to be going from checkpoint to checkpoint without dying. That's the goal here. Not a lot of experience, but I'll take what I can get. I know there have to be some of those bugs in here. Yep, I see you. Yeah, as soon as you get on the same level as them, they'll charge directly at you. Or occasionally glitch through the wall, as I've seen happen. So we're going to take a quick detour down this way. Sometimes you will have these set encounters that you have to deal with. There's usually not much of a warning that you'll find one. You just kind of have to know where they are. Be careful of the bubbles, because of course they will impact you and knock you into the water. And Link cannot swim. Coming down here, though, we have Stonehenge and a heart container. And you can get hit during your celebratory holding up the item you got animation. That's pretty rude. Ooh, I don't know if I want to deal with you or not. The experience is tempting. I may regret this. You can actually block the boomerangs with your shield. It's a bit awkward to do so, though. Is there another one over on the other side? No, just the one side. But experience is experience. And you do have to go back through this again. Just be cautious about rushing it. I say as I rush it. Do as I say, not as I do. So the easy encounter here in the desert, there's not really anything to it. Just rocks flying through the wind that you can block with your shield. Unfortunately, you're not going to get any experience for that. But with that, we have reached Parappa Palace. And so this is where we're going to set a checkpoint and end it for now. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. The one song everyone remembers from this game. To be fair, it's good music.